Hi, this is Brad Cleveland. Welcome to the Q&A series, Thriving in the New Era of Customer Relationships. Today's question is, how can we boost the strategic value of our customer service operation? We know this is a big question, but we'd like your thoughts. Yeah, it's a big question, but it's a great question. And let me start with a quick story. I recall doing some work in California one time. I flew from there to Maryland. It's 4.5, 5 hours, something like that. And I decided to drop into a clothing store on the way to my destination in Annapolis, Maryland. I went into the store, I selected a few things and handed my credit card to the person at the register, and he swiped it and paused and swiped it again and then told me the card wasn't active. And I thought, well, that's odd. And I made my way to a relatively quiet corner of the store and I dialed the number on the back of the card and entered my account information. The system had prompted me to do that. When I reached the agent, the first thing he requested was, yeah, you guessed it, my account number. So I repeated the same information to him. I'm kind of whispering at this point. He pulled up the file and could see the card had been suspended because it was used earlier that day in a completely different part of the country. Well, that was me, and it's worth noting that this credit card is affiliated with an airline. They must run into this sort of thing every now and then. So he apologized and explained what had happened. He immediately turned on the card, thanked me for being a loyal customer. And if you were to ask me or survey me, I'd tell you he did a great job. But delivering great service requires more than empowered employees, as important as that is. One of the most fundamental traits of organizations that have the highest levels of customer satisfaction and loyalty is a distinct mindset. Customer experience is not a program or a prescription or a function or self-service or any of those things. It's all of those things. It's a way of doing business, a service ecosystem. It's got to involve our suppliers and partners and customers and everybody. And we look at it through that lens, it takes misplaced pressure off of any one area and really underscores the responsibility of everybody. The role of the contact center, well, as a rule, working with other business units is where you can really leverage the center's potential to deliver services that can differentiate in a tough market. Customer after customer, day after day, your contact center has immediate visibility on the effectiveness of the organization's products and services and processes. When captured and shared, this intelligence helps other areas improve quality and further development efforts and find ways to improve the clarity of customer communications, and learn how to improve self-service systems, and identify ways to cut unnecessary costs and contacts. And that list can go on and on. How do you leverage the potential of your contact center in this effort? Well, a number of key lessons have emerged. First of all, build an understanding of the contact center's role and potential in giving the organization cross-functional visibility into what's working and what isn't. Ensure that quality at the point of the customer contact is given the broadest possible interpretation, the broadest possible definition. For example, coaching and monitoring and objectives at the agent level, they've got to support these major strategic objectives. Do they know what to look for and capture, how to capture and code that relevant intelligence and information? Develop good working relationships with the individuals who run other parts of the organization. Learn about their goals and objectives and how the contact center might best support their needs. Build a team, or in a small center, assign a person at least that's focused on capturing, analyzing, sharing, and using value-added information across the organization. Focus on success, not perfection, and stay with it. Instead of trying to ensure that everything that may be valuable is shared, concentrate on providing just the information that's likely to be most useful. The most essential ingredient to a great customer experience is really that understanding from top to bottom that it stems from an organization-wide commitment and focus, a way of doing business. We're part of a service ecosystem. Hope that's helpful to you. Thank you for the question. I applaud your efforts on this topic. Keep the questions coming, and I'll be back soon.